Hi, and welcome back to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I want to take a moment and just thank each and every one of you for supporting the channel. And I want to thank you for being courageous, and also thank you for being open minded and allowing the angels to come into your life and work their magic. Remember, you are never, ever, ever alone. Okay? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into today's reading. It's going to be a weekend read for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And everything you need to know about me is in the box below. If you'd like a 15-minute chat just to see what's going on, and if you're looking for any services, we can go ahead and set that up. If you're looking for angel card readings, we can go ahead and set that up, okay? On Monday, I'm going to announce a couple of specials, so come back on Monday and see what it is what is going to be offered then, okay? So because this is a weekend read, it's going to be a little longer. And the message that I got this morning was to pull out several decks. So we're going to be getting messages from different decks, all of which will be supporting an overall theme. So I want you to just take a moment and really begin to, I hope you're not driving, but just kind of go within and see if this message resonates with you. All right? Okay. Alexa, volume down. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get into this message. I'm going to start with my trusty singing bowl that I've had for 20 years. Over 20 years. Yeah, because I got it in the 90s. So anyway, here we go. Okay, the word that kept coming through was magical, magical, magical. So we'll see what the message is. Now remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay? I pulled out, I was asked to pull out 6 decks today. And we're going to see which one I'm guided to use. But I know one of the decks is going to be Wisdom from the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And that's going to be our overall deck for this reading. Okay? All right. So let's call in the angels. And we do that by either putting our hand on our heart or heart linking to the angels. And this starts in a vibration that goes up our arm through our heart center, all the way through our third eye, our crown, and up into the angelic realm. So if you use this, you know that you are connecting to the angels, okay? And then speak to them as if they are your best friend, because they are, and they've heard your body mouth before, okay? All right, so we're going to get into the read for today. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, all beings from this galaxy and from the universe who are benevolent and kind. Come into this reading and surround us, guide us, and protect us as we receive the wisdom and guidance that is so necessary at this time. Angels and archangels and the angelic realm, come and join us here on Mother Earth in all of your magnificent power, and bring what is needed for us to heal at this time. Bring in the energy of Archangel Raphael, the divine physician, for healing. Bring in the energy of Archangel Michael for protection. Bring in the energy of Angel Ariel for protection and guidance and to oversee this reading. Bring in the energy of Cassiel to bring in more love. Bring in the energy of Sarah, the great manifester, to help us as we are going about our preparing our dreams, and help us with manifesting what is for our highest good. Bring in the energy of Metatron. Bring in the energy of Uriel. Bring in the energy of Sandalphon. Bring in the energy of Jophiel, and bring in the energy of Raziel. Angels, come into this reading, surround us, guide us, protect us, and bring in the wisdom that is so necessary for each and every one of us on this channel and for every being on this planet. We thank you for all you do in our lives. We thank you for all of your assistance. We thank you for all of our blessings, and we are so grateful that you are part of our day-to-day life. Angels, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, angels. Okay, yes, I'm still getting magical as a word that's coming up. So we're going to see what's going on here. I've already shuffled the decks so that we would be able to just get right into the reading. Okay, well, we shuffled this deck. Okay, that card, this card, and the top card, and pull the bottom. Okay, angels. Wow. So they are sending us some messages today. Okay, angels. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my God, these are so beautiful. Oh my goodness, sorry. Oh my universe. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and use the Archangel deck by Doreen Virtue as well, because this is a powerful message, and I want to really kind of seal this message with an Archangel dream and guidance for us. And I'm reshuffling the cards so that I can make sure that we really get, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not going to take all. That's a big chunk to take at one time. Okay. So, angels, send the message. Send the message. Angels, what is the message? Message. Okay. So, here's what the angels are saying. Wow. What a powerful weekend we're about to have, guys, ladies, guys, people, beings. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, and let's get an Archangel Michael message. Send in the message from Archangel Michael. Send in the message from Archangel Michael. Send in the message. Send in the message. Send in the message. Take the top one. Top one and the bottom one. Okay. Alrighty. So, wow. Okay, what I'm going to do is read this kind of backwards here, because actually, no, I'm not. They've said, nope, don't do that. Read it the way it came out. Okay, I'm going to read it the way it came out, angels. Just seems like I'll be all over the place, but you're going to guide me through this, because this message is interesting. All right, so the first card, Serendipity. Number 18. When we add the 1 and the 8 in numerology, we end up with the number 9. 9 endings, meaning new beginnings are just around the corner. We see that this beautiful little fairy, it looks like, is out here with all of these clovers, and they are 4-leaf clovers. So something magical is about to happen, either for someone on the channel, in our world, or I don't know. I don't know. I get chills when I first saw it, I got the chills. The next one is imagine, number 20. So when we put our imaginations to work, we really can bring about such amazing things in life. So I hope that, we just had the full moon. And I hope that you did some releasing. I hope that you did some dreaming of what it is that you truly desire, what would make your heart sing, what would put a smile on your face that nothing could remove. I hope you did that, because now you have the portal is here and it is ready, and that's what's on this card. You can see how the moon is there, and all of this magic is there, and it's like pouring down on us. It's glowing. Imagine what your life could be like if you let go of every fear, every doubt, everything anyone has ever said about you. Imagine if you ignored the haters, because people are out there going to hate. Imagine if you could just step into your life and voila, you are there. When we imagine and we let the magic work, after we've asked for what we truly desire. Now remember, when you're asking for what helps you, what helps your world, what could help your family. You're also asking from a place of service. You're also asking from a place of here. They said a good question would be is how can I serve more? Who can I serve more? And that could be your family, that could be your community, that could be yourself. How could you be in service to your world? How could you change your world? And there's just, there's small things we can do to change our worlds. We can start in our own homes, clean them up, declutter. I went on a decluttering, boy. I cleaned up so well that I threw out the filters for the new filters for the air filtration system. So I had to order more. Don't clean that well, but I thought I'd opened every box. Apparently I didn't. Anyway, imagine. Start using your imagination. Get someplace. Go out in nature first. Go out in nature. Even if you live in a big city, go sit on your balcony. Go sit under a tree. Go take a walk. Remember, be safe. And imagine. Do you meditating? Imagine. What could your world look like if it really showed up the way you'd like for it to be? And how would you feel? And when you find that feeling, when you can put a word on that feeling, that's what Spirit is saying. Step into that feeling, because it's our feelings that bring our dreams alive. Because why? We are working with a higher power. And in this card, you can see this beautiful, beautiful face that is saying, I am here for you. I'm here to work with you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to bring everything you truly desire into your life. Now, here's the one thing that you do have to keep in mind. You can dream. You also have to take action. And action can sometimes look like changing your mindset, which is hard to do overnight. It's really not easy to do overnight. Not impossible. Not impossible. And it can be done, and you can work with a therapist. You can work with a life coach. I am one. I'm a life, health, wellness, and grief coach. So I kind of have all the bases covered. And a lot of my training was done because I was just curious. I'm a curious student. Let me not get off track here, though. And if you're starting to feel like you are orphaned, if you're starting to feel like I'm alone on this journey, you're not. The number 5 is the number of change. The number 5 shows that things are shifting and changing in our worlds. Right now, because of the energies, it may feel like nothing's changing, that things are just kind of stagnant, and you may be feeling a little stuck. Be patient, because here's the deal. Things are being worked out behind the scenes. Remember yesterday when I talked to you about we can't always see what's going on below the surface of anything? It's like, a duck being on the river. You watch them and they just seem to glide so easily up and down. You don't see their little feet underneath just going fast and faster. Okay? And for some of you, this is the number 13, you have come to a fork in the road. And when we come to a fork in the road in our lives, it is time where the universe is saying, choose. Choose fear, choose love. Choose to stay stuck, choose to take a leap of faith. Choose to be someone who is courageous or someone who stays really bound to what other people have spoken for them over their lives. We have come to a fork in the road, much like what is going on in the larger world. We're part of a world, but then there's a larger world. And in our larger world, we are seeing that we are at a fork in the road. Our election here in the United States shows us that. We can either choose to continue to complain and be victims, or we can choose to step out and say, you know what? Enough of that. Let's do something different. Let's try something different. Let's go in a different direction. Because if we stay in victim mode, if we stay in narcissistic behaviors, we only pull each other down. We're not able to lift each other up. And we're coming out of that me. It's all about me. No. We're going into it is all about the community. We are all one. And if COVID didn't show you that, or you believe it's a hoax, I'm not going to get off on that tangent either. Because here's the deal. You can stay in the energy of, it's all about me, I'm the only one that's important, I'm the only one that matters. Here, and there's a post here, and it has signs going in different directions, and you've seen those. But it's saying, make a choice. Make a choice. Are you going to show up and be who you came here to be? Or are you going to continue to shrink down? Are you going to continue? I had a client once that I worked with, and we would have wonderful sessions, and it's so amazing, it's so wonderful. And they text me and say, Carolyn, thank you so much. It's just so wonderful working with you. And I just feel so much better, and everything is great and wonderful, and I can see such progress. And then I'd hear from them about a few months later, they'd slid back. So that's an indication of someone who's fearful, someone who's afraid, someone who has become so addicted to the life they're living that they are afraid to step out of that cocoon. Because one, they don't know what's on the other side. Well, something's on the other side, and you might be surprised what it is. But you really will not know what's on the other side until you make that decision, because you are right here at a crossroads. And the time has come now, and here's the next card. Number 32, here and now. 3 plus 2 is 5, change. Again, we saw that in the other card of where it's, are you feeling orphaned? Number 5, you're not. You're not. You may be alone. You may not have a significant other. You may not have a bestie. Because here's the other thing too. A couple of things I'm going to say about that. Number one, if you were in a relationship and that relationship has, for whatever reason, faded, ended, whatever, thank the relationship, thank the angels, thank the universe for the experience. Take the lessons out of it that you learned, let it go. Because here's the deal. If you stay in that energy of, I want them back, are they coming back? How do you move forward? How do you move forward? You're addicted to a certain energy. And when we get addicted to these energies, that's all we ever attract. I know you've heard people say, I was dating this person and this is how they treated me. And I dated this other person and they did the same kind of stuff eventually. Why? Number one, you didn't take a break to get to really know yourself and to clear that energy away. Some of us are also addicted to having someone else there. We get addicted to those feelings of being on, endorphins and feeling so excited and feeling like we matter. Well, you matter whether there's someone there to talk to or be with you or not. You really do matter. You matter on your own. And we learn a lesson when we first are born. We come into this world alone. We leave this world alone. Get used to liking who you are. That's part of the lesson we're here to learn. That's a fundamental part of what we're here to learn. To get used to loving who we are. Because when we can love who we are, when we can look in that mirror and say, you know what, I love the hell out of you. When we can do that, we'll open up the door for more magic, more blessings, more abundance, more prosperity to walk into our life. And what happens is that old energy, the energy of being a victim, of feeling less than, of being told you're less than, of people ghosting you, gone. Why? Because you are now in your power and you are in alignment with who you are. And you don't need anybody else to tell you you're beautiful, you're special. Oh, you look so wonderful today. Yes, those things are nice to hear. But can you look in the mirror and say that to yourself and really mean it? Because that's who it matters. That's where it matters. You are not alone. The angels are with you. They're around you. They surround you. They guide you. Yes, you want something. You want someone physical there, maybe. Also look at, where are you today? This is my second part. Where are you today? Would you really want, because here's how energy works. Energy attracts like. So would you really want someone stepping into your world that's like you right now? They say opposites attract. Initially they do. But what sometimes can happen is you start to notice that you kind of start to sync up at some point. And you're like, wait a minute, they were so wonderful and kind at the beginning. They were so thoughtful and caring. But they stopped bringing me flowers. They stopped treating me well. Okay, so take the they out of that and say, I stopped bringing myself flowers. Because you can always go buy your own self flowers. Hey, there's a novel concept. You can always go buy yourself something that you want. Yes, it's wonderful when someone else buys it for you. But do you need that validation from someone else? Some validation you can give to yourself? Self-love, self-kindness, and self-care are important. Love yourself first. That is not selfish. We were taught that as children from a place of what they thought was right at the moment. But over time, we come to see that when we put ourselves last, what happens? By the time we get to taking care of ourselves, if we put ourselves last, we don't have any energy left. Well, how does that happen? Because you put yourself last. So here's the deal. Put yourself first and really step up to the plate and begin to imagine the damn life you really want to live. And I'm sorry, because here's the key for me. Life is short. Life is short. I was talking to my daughter yesterday, It was one of the first times we both had time for a long conversation. So it was over 2 hours, which for us is no big deal. We kind of like each other. Sometimes when we've fallen out, we might not seem that way, but we do like each other. Anyway, we were talking, and where was I going with this? And she's a Leo, so she kind of broke it down. She's one of those fire signs. And so she said, so what happened? So, we were talking about what happened. She said, but nobody died. That's a Leo. And I said, you're right. She said, so why can't they get that through their head? No one died. Yeah, your feelings might have got hurt. Yeah, this might have happened. Yeah, that might have happened. But no one died. And that's part of this lesson around COVID. Not only of taking care of yourself, not only of being kind to others, not only of looking out for others, but also the lesson is to put you first. Put on your mask. Wash your hands. Take care of you first. Okay, let's get on with the reading because we're 26 minutes in. I'm going to get on a platform in a minute. So here comes Archangel Metatron, and he says, and I'm sorry, because the angels don't have he and she pronouns. Archangel Metatron says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometry shapes. Archangel Metatron has the Merkaba. That is what he is associated with. And you can look that up on Google. And you can start to call upon Metatron. So get a Merkaba, look at it, study it. See where your eye is drawn. Write that symbol down. Do some investigation. But what he's saying is, what the message is that start to really work on clearing the energy in your body. And if you're not sure how to do that, contact an energy healer. I happen to be one. Set up a session, and you can learn how to clear your own energy. You can learn how to really get into your energy and really remove and start to learn how to notice when blocks are coming up and how to handle them when they come up. The next one is Archangel Uriel, whom we also called in today. Claircognizance. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. And we see the rainbow here. And a rainbow is part of imagination. It is also a part of serendipity. It is also in accordance with our higher power. Start to really look at and pay attention to the thoughts that are coming to you. Because Archangel Raziel says, relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Okay? When we start to look at the fact that, one, we're not alone, and we ask for angelic assistance, things can really shift, and they can shift on a dime. And remember, on this channel, when we're not sure which angel to call on, we say, get the flock in here. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Hit the bell so you get the email notifications, and give me a thumbs up at the end. Share it with someone who could use this message today. The other message is, and we talked about this earlier, clear your space. Clear your space. This is Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you. And if you know how to do it, use feng shui. I am also a feng shui master. So if you go on my site, you see that I have lots of certifications. And one of the benefits is that my clients get that knowledge. So if I'm talking to someone and they say, I moved into a new place, there's a fireplace in my bedroom, and I love it. It feels good, but I when I'm sleeping, I don't it doesn't always feel good to have it there. So we can talk about what that means, because there is a meaning to that. We can talk about a cure for it. And we can talk about how you can feel better in your own space or in your own home. And some of you maybe live in apartments. There is a feng shui for your apartment that works for you. There is a way you can set up your environment. One of the things I love about feng shui is that it shows us how we can live in our environment in a more harmonious way. One of the first things we have to do, though, is declutter. And if that means just setting it over in a corner, preferably not your wealth corner, which is the extreme left of any room, preferably not your right corner, because that's also about love. But you could set it in your a corner that's to the extreme right and kind of like the middle, because that's creativity, and that's all about getting rid of stuff that no longer works and being creative in how we get rid of it and how we handle it. See how that can work? Okay, so we also have 3 other messages that came through from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is all about our safety and protection. Archangel Michael says, you created this situation and you have the power to change it. And if you'd like to really talk to Michael, you could say this: thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of your personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. Excuse me. Because one of the things we forget, is we are 100% responsible for what shows up in our lives. Yeah, we don't like to hear that. I know we don't. There's a practice that I use called Ho'oponopono. And that's one of the tenets. And that's what this is reminding us of. We create and we're 100% responsible for everything that shows up in our lives. And if something positive is showing up, yay. When something challenging is showing up, we kind of want to ignore it or duck around, and we want a reason for it to be there. Well, one of the ways that you can find out what the reason is look within. What within you needs to heal in order for you to move forward? Okay? And know that may be a lot, but just think about it for a minute, okay? And it's not a put down, it's not a dig, it's nothing negative. It's simply saying, look at where in your life you might be contributing to the challenges that you continue to face, okay? The next message that's coming through is the romance angels are helping you. So wherever there is a need for more love in your life, maybe love of self, love of others, you can speak to Michael by saying this: dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make helpful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and having the courage to say hello, so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. Here's the deal. The right person shows up at the right time when you're ready, when they're ready. They're not going to show up before then. So you can force it. You can go on every dating site in the world. You can talk to every guy that walks in a room. You can speak to every gentleman that walks down the street. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the right one for you. It also doesn't mean that everyone that you speak to is open to a relationship. And a lot of people are out there saying, well, he's a player. Well, how do you think he got to be a player? Something within the people he's involved with where they all attracted each other into this dance. Be mindful of who you allow in. Be mindful of who you allow to have access to your energy and your power. Really start to look at where you are spending your energy. Think of your energy like money. Are you spending it wisely? Or are you just wasting it? The right relationship will show up at the right time. It really, truly will. And ask the angels for help there. And ask the angels to send you someone who is worthy of you, someone who is healthy, and someone who is there to support you on your journey. Because you're still on your journey as you guys are forming a new journey. See how that works? Archangel Michael also reminds us that we have a favorable outcome. And what you can say to Michael is, thank you for this beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. So have faith. If there's some situation, remember, we might be at a fork in the road. And if there's some situation that has come up, the angels are saying, trust. There's going to be a favorable outcome. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow. But they're also saying that the angels are helping you to heal and to discover the love that is there. And remember, you had a role in this situation. Everybody in a situation that is not going well or is going well had a role in it. What is your responsibility? What did you bring into it? Did you bring in a lot of love and a lot of light, or did you bring in more upset? So let's get a final card here from the Angel Answers deck. You know this deck because I use it a lot, and it's a Radley Valentine deck. So if you have any of these cards, grab them and go look up for deeper meaning for you, because it may have deeper meaning. But start to look at, where does this resonate for me? And it is saying, here's the first thing. It says, communicate clearly. Bottom card, don't stop. This looks like Archangel Gabriel as he is sounding the guidance and wisdom. And he has his trumpet. Is that a trumpet or a staff? It looks like a trumpet to me. But the message is don't stop. Don't stop wanting for. Guess what came out next? Big happy changes. Now, things aren't going well the way that you would like them to on the course you're on. It says choose a new direction. So maybe take those mindsets that you've been bogged down in and look at them from a higher perspective. Set it to the side. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of it. Set it to the side and see what shows up, because they're saying success is on the horizon. Okay? So this is your weekend message. I hope that it makes a difference in your life. I hope that you'll come back next week. Share this message with someone who may be down in the dumps and allow them to see that all is not lost. They are not alone. And whomever this speaks to, I am so grateful and thankful that you showed up today. And I want you to share this. I want you to take the message and really work with it. And one of the reasons that I'm really guided to say this to you is, we're heading to some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy that can shift everyone's world in a way that is absolutely moving us forward, if we are willing to put in the work. We have to take action in our own lives, and that could be meditation. You know, there's a saying, meditation is prayer is when you talk to God. Meditation is when you speak to God and there is an answer. Both work, both, I believe, accomplish the same thing. However, that's still taking action. So take action in your life. We have a new moon coming up next week on the 14th. I'm going to be doing a meditation for that on the 11th. So if you're interested in that information, send me an email. Everything's in the box below. And the email address is wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com. Just say, hey, Carolyn, add me to the list so I know that I get the information about how to get on the call. Okay? We also have solstice coming up on the 21st. Big, powerful, powerful. And that new moon is a solar eclipse. So that's really why I'm saying let's get our ducks in a row, because we also have a Cancer full moon coming up on December 30th. Cancer, all about the home. So that's been the theme here for a while. Our home, our relationships, our money. Get them in order. Get them in shape. Start working with the energy of the planet. The planets are here to help us. Okay, and as they do their dance and we do our dance, let's dance together. You know, it's kind of like doing the tango or the salsa or whatever dance steps that move you. Get in sync, all right? Oh, I'm going to be silly here in a minute, so I'm going to get off the channel. But I thank all of you for showing up here today, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Remember, stay safe, stay warm if you're in a cold climate. If you're in a warm climate, stay cool, and stay healthy. We got a lot more stuff to do here on this planet. We need each and every one of you. Come on back, okay, for another session with Wisdom from the Angels. Take care and have an amazing weekend. I hope something truly magical and awesome happens for you. Come back and share with us what happened next week, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.